Hello, my lovers. Welcome back to my channel. In this channel, we talk about wig making and revamping of hair and how you can always take care of your wig when it is time. Today's video is super important because a lot of wig makers, especially the upcoming ones, struggle with wig making and how do they practice wig making when they don't have any clients yet. So in this video, we are going to be discussing how you can start practicing wig making even without having any clients yet. The truth is, I don't need to have any clients when you start making wig as a beginner. All you just have to do as a beginner when you start is for you to buy cheaper wigs from the market and start practicing daily with those cheaper wigs daily, either using the hand method or the machine method of sewing. Start practicing daily. While practicing daily, you're becoming better. By the time you perfect your skill, the next thing you should do is to create a portfolio that will attract the kind of clients you want. So you don't when you start with making any kind of skill, you need to practice till you become better before you start looking for clients that you start serving. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the practical ways you can start making wigs as a beginner and the tools you will need and how you can practice daily to become perfect when it comes to making wigs. When it comes to wig making, if you want to make wig, you need a canvas head. So this is the mannequin head. The canvas head is different. This is the mannequin head. In my next video, I'm going to show you the difference between a canvas head and a mannequin head. So we are going to be working with a mannequin head. So this is my mannequin head. And this is my zoom cap, the mesh from the net type. So what I'll be using, this is my thread. This is the web I'll be using to show you how to sew. And this is my needle. This is my tipping. So I'll be using these basic things to show you how you can start practicing wig making. We're going to be practicing wig making on our manicure. So these are manicure, these are don't cap, the mesh type. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wear this mesh cap on this mannequin. So you see this part in this zoom cap, there are two parts. This is the front side. When you see something like this is the front, and when you see something like this, it should be at the back. So this side is meant to be at the front. So I'm going to wear it. I'll be careful of the center, you understand? Then the next thing I'm going to do is I will get my T-pins. Like in my previous videos, I told you what we use these T-pins to do to make our cap stable or our wave. So I'm going to bend it back. I'll use this T-pin, I see. Make sure that this thing is tight. This is not straight. I'll try to align it. Excellent. Then I'll try to centralize it. So after doing this, the next thing I'm going to do is to put my thread. So this is my thread. I'm going to roll out the thread. I'm going to put the thread on my needle. I said we are using the plus size needle, the big needle. So I'm going to pass my thread on my needle. I doubled it too. Then I will now pass it like this. So you see. So you can take it to any length. You know that you can handle it. So this is my needle and thread. I'm going to tie this side 2 times. That is the ending of the thread. I'm going to tie it 2 times. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this excess. So the next thing I'm going to do is I will, for us to start sewing, I'm going to carry my canvas head or my mannequin head, get my weft. So the next thing is, this is my weft now. I'm going to pass this my needle here like this. If you want to start to pass, and make sure that it comes to the end of this. Then I will now sew. I'll now start sewing. I'm going to start sewing. So I pass my thread to this and come this way. I see, you pass it through the net, you go. I see. You see now, the needle now, you pass it under your waist, form a circle. When you form a circle, you do one, two, pass it. Ensure that it's very tight. You go again, again. One. At least the main thing is practice this sewing. When from the circle now, from this circle now that I form, this particular one is moving. So the one that where the thread is move, where the part of the thread that is moving, you're not going to pass the needle this side that is moving. So I'll pass my needle on the place that is stable, and this is the place that is stable. So I'll pass it one, two. So that is the technique on how you can sew. So I'll go again. Pass the needle under your weft. You create a circle. When you create a circle, on the part of the thread that is not moving, that is steady, go one, two. So this is how you sew. This is how you sew. You go again. So you need to practice this. The part of the circle you created that is not moving, you pass your thread, you need one, two, go two times, and ensure that it's very tight. So you need to go and practice this first. Practice this sewing technique. Practice this sewing technique. So this is what I'll do till I finish up with this particular line. This is what I'll do till I finish up with this particular line. So that is the technique you need to know when it comes to sewing your hair. So and you see that it's very tight. It's very tight. So when you're sewing, you need to be patient. Wig making requires a lot of patience. Like when I started, I wasn't patient, but wig making taught me how to be patient. So for a start, you should focus on sewing your weft. That should be your focus. How you go, being conscious of the part of the thread that is moving and part of the thread that is not moving. The part of the thread that is not moving is where you will pass your needle one, two times and draw it to become tight. Do it. Focus on that first. Yes, before you start thinking about you want to complete it. No, try, take your time, understand the sewing pattern first before you talk about the turning. So that part is the most important thing you need to know now as a beginner, the sewing pattern. With consis ten t practice on your sewing, you become perfect and you build your sewing muscle. And the beauty of sewing on a canvas here is that if you make any mistake, you can actually use a seam ripper or a razor blade to lose it and start it again till it becomes perfect. The second way you can actually start practicing wig making is creating wigs for yourself. When you become so when you become so happy creating wigs for yourself, that oh, this particular wig I'm creating it for myself, I'm not creating it for anybody, I'm creating it for myself, I want to look more beautiful. Before you know, you start creating it by yourself, taking your head measurement. Yes, in wig making there's head measurement. Like I said, there are different head sizes. We have size 21.5, we have size 22, we have size 23. So when you want to start creating wig for yourself, you use your tape. When you want to start creating wig for yourself, you use your tape This one is optional, but once you get a boot camp can fit any head size. You use your tape, inches to know your head size. So you can see that my head size is size 22.5, approximately size 23. Once you know your head size, you can decide to use any manicure or your zoom cap to measure and start creating wig for yourself. So for you to become perfect in creating wig, have that zeal of creating wig for yourself. So by the time you become perfect, you can start creating wig for other people. Another thing about making wig for yourself, you become a working advertisement, because by the time you make a wig that people love, they will ask you, "Ah, where did you get this wig from?" And by the time you tell them you made it, before you know, they will start patronizing and saying, "Yo, please create this wig for me. I love this kind of wig." And before you know it, they start having clients. So the best thing you should do as a beginner when it comes to wig making is to start creating wigs for yourself and start selling yourself based on what you did on your hair, the beauty you created. Because creating a wig is a masterpiece. Or just as fashion designers, they create masterpiece with clothes. You can create a masterpiece with a wig and style it very well, and oh my god, it will attract people to you. Thing you need to do as a wig maker that is coming up. Yes, a lot of people are saying the cost of hair bonds is very expensive. As a beginner, you don't have to be going for those hairs that are very expensive. You can start with synthetic hair, or you can start with affordable blend hair to start making wigs, to start practicing wig making. You must not wait till you have 100,000, 200,000 before you can buy a particular bundle of hair to start creating wigs. No, start with the cheaper ones to start practicing. You don't have time to wait. Start with the cheaper ones to learn how to make wig. By the time you become perfect, you can start buying the expensive ones. From the profit you're getting from creating wigs for people. The next thing you need to know is this: in your wig making journey, you need to form the habit of documenting every wig you create. When I talk about documenting, you need to you need to start learning how to create videos of the hair you're creating, when you're creating it, when you're buying the things you want to use and create it, and how you created it. And even when you finish creating that particular wig, you need to take pictures and videos of it. Always document it. Document your process. Document your process of creating the wigs. Because by the time you document it, with time you have a lot of videos and pictures of wigs that you can use as part of your portfolio. And the next thing you need to do, and the, and the next thing you need to know when it comes to wig making is, whenever you finish creating any wig, you can test it on your head or test it in the head of your friends and family to know if it really fits well on their head. Because there will be a time you finish creating a wig and it's not going to lap. The closure might be going one side, you know that there's an error, it's time for you to lose it. So always test it on your head, on the mannequin head, to know if the wig you created um actually fits well. That's why most tailor, before they finish doing finalizing the sewing of the cloth, they will call their client to come and do fitting. Or even after sewing, their client to come and do fitting before they take the cloth. So you too need to also do that. Check the fitting that wig you created will give to your clients. Fit on your head or on the head of your loved ones around you. So you need to always check the fitting of any wig you create. Next thing you need to know as a wig maker is, you need to have a practice routine. You need to create a practice routine. Even though you're working, even though you're schooling, even though you're a busy business owner, you need to create a practice routine, because consistency is what actually makes you good. You can't say you want to learn how to make a wig, you practice today and the next 3 months you haven't practiced. Oh my god. Just know that you're starting afresh. Because everything will just be more. But with consistent practice, we can have a timetable that is okay. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I must practice wig making for 1 hour. Be consistent with that schedule. Before 2 to 3 months, you be perfect when it comes to wig making, or at least you've known some things regarding creating of wig. Some important things you need to know regarding creating of wig. So let's recap. You can actually start making wig even though you don't have a client. Even though you don't have a client, all you need to do is get a mannequin head, get your wig, get your zoom cap, your needle, your thread, and start making wigs. And after making the wig, test it on your head or test it in the head of your loved one and ask them if that wig gave them fitting. Next you need to do is always practice consistently. With consistency, you'll be good. The next thing you need to know is that always practice consistently, like I said. And the next thing you need to do after making wigs, test it on the head of your on your head or on your friend's head to check the fitting it will give you. And next thing I also discuss in this video is you should document your process, be it video, pictures, because those videos and pictures is what you're going to use to create a portfolio that your future client will desire to actually will see and say, wow, this girl is actually doing a good work. Practice consistently. You also need to know this pro you see today, when they started they did not have clients, but with consistent practice, improving and practicing wig making, showcasing their skills, they started having clients. So you're not different. All you just have to do is start practicing wig making, start learning, start devouring information regarding to chosen field you are about to embark. Give yourself time, give yourself time, give yourself time, and know that nothing good comes easy. And with time, you start having plans. So start making it for yourself. From making it for yourself, making it for your loved ones. Before you know, people will be attracted to you and you start making it for them. And if you found this video helpful, click on the subscribe button so you can get to more people. And also, let me know in the comment section how you intend to start practicing wig making. Yes, because you need to have a schedule in which you're going to follow to become perfect when it comes to wig making. And if there's any way I can help you with one or two things, I will be able to assist you by knowing your challenges in the comment section, also letting you know. Thank you for watching. Bye and see you in my next video.